little bit by little bit. But I want to talk to you about Alberta Business Community Connectors and where the idea came from. So, Karen and I, and we promised we would never interrupt each other while we're talking, but we can do all kinds of things behind each other's back. Karen and I were, it's crazy. I've known Karen for a number of years. I met her once when, it's kind of a funny thing. Her husband came to spend some time with me. We were talking business. Karen was with him because, of course, they came in from Edmonton to Calgary. And this lady was being very creative with regards to some of the ideas that she was sharing with us. And I remember thinking, I like that lady. She's cool. She's got some great ideas. Better than the gentleman I was talking to, who was her husband.
No respect.
Long story short is that Karen has continually come back into my life. Different times, different moments, different reasons. So then we're sitting and we're talking about a book that she's reading called The Longevity Economy by Dr. Joseph Cobb. And all of a sudden we're talking about things like marketing and how the different organizations we've been involved with have not grasped onto the fact that we can't be the same. Nothing can be the same. We must have changes. And I don't know how many of you have been in different groups where you sat around a board table and you said, I have 30 seconds to tell you who I am. My name is Jaryll Dunn. I'm a Senior Family Service Advisor for Dignity Memorial, and I've been in the industry for 25 years, and I help families. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. You're up? My time's up? No, I can't. I'm going to my next room. I'm sorry. Did I bring referrals? Did you bring referrals? Could you get me some referrals? Do you know any referrals? Do you know anybody? Yeah. That's not what we're about. Alberta Business Community Connectors are not about that. We're going to be different. We're here to blow up the ordinary. And we invite you to be a part of it. Because ordinary doesn't cut it anymore. So if you can't stand on a table and dance, come skydiving with me. We are about establishing relationships between trusted and knowledgeable businesses and experienced, savvy consumers. We are about building relationships. I don't want to know your name and where you work and what you do, and that's it. I want to know who you are. I want to know who Kevin McDonald is. I want to know who Mike Richardsby is. And that's because if I don't have that relationship, I don't know what you can do. And that's what we're about. We're about building the relationships. In sales, there's two types of sales. Transactional and relationships. Relationship. Yeah. I can do it. Relationship sales. I'm stuttering. I need more something to drink. Thank you. Relationship. Our mission is really, something that's I find absolutely incredible. And that's because we are to provide a variety of informative, entertaining events. Have you ever been to a company launch at a brewery company? Do you think that we should come back here again?
Yeah.
I'm going to have a gentleman actually tell you a story of the Toolshed Brewery. Unfortunately, Brian was not able to make it, and Brian will tell a little bit more about that. But the interesting part is that these events and these kinds of information events that we're going to be having are not going to be just for businesses. we're going to be inviting consumers to come and join us. I want you to think about that. Tell me when you've been to a group where you've had to share your name, what you do, and they've had consumers there present. How do we grow a business if we don't have a chance to be in front of consumers? Are you a consumer? I know, and she has some great connections. We're going to have a collaboration of embedded businesses, and I'm going to be straightforward and honest with all of you. Not all the people who approach us to be connectors will be connectors. We want to make sure that we have the people that are going to have the reputation, the good reputation, the ethics, the morals, the values, and everything that goes with it. We want to make sure that you're going to be here with us. We are about creating unique networking, knowledge, building, and marketing experiences. So it's not going to be just about sitting around a board table. It's not going to be just listening to one person talk. It's not going to be the Zoom meeting where you just have one person speaking, because usually in virtual meetings only one person can speak. We're going to do things different. And I'm going to turn this over to this young lady who has ants in her pants, because she's obviously looking to speak on this thing. But I want to introduce you to Karen, my partner, my best friend. I love her to bits.
Thank you so much, Jaryll. So I'm really excited about this, because when Jaryll and I started talking, we talked about connection, growth, and community. But the thing was, how do we achieve that? How do we achieve that? We have awesome events. We let everybody have a say in it. As a matter of fact, all the connectors are going to receive an email in a few days. We're going to give them options. We're going to have 3 virtual events starting in October. We're going to have morning cafe, morning coffee with Jaryll and Karen. We're going to have the bistro in the afternoon, bring your bag lunch to the Zoom call. And then we're going to have the lounge in the evening where you're going to get your choice. Bring your beverage. We don't care, we won't tell. And the thing is, it's not going to be one of us standing there telling you what it's going to be. What it's going to be is we're going to have maybe a theme for that day, but you're going to interact. We're going to have whiteboards. We're going to have the breakout rooms where you're going to share and come back to us and write on the whiteboard your thoughts on what you want, what you can do to help somebody else. Because it's about what's the added value can somebody else in this room bring to you, right? It's not just about you. It's about a community and going farther together. So after we get that part of it done, we're also going to be looking at live events, which is fun. And we don't want to do the boring stuff. It's already been done to death. What we want to do is fun things. Do you want to go to a Zoom meeting or a boardroom meeting or a networking meeting that was just like Jaryll described? Or would you rather go axe throwing? If you don't know another business owner and trust them, you're going to learn to, right? So those are the kinds of things we want to do. And we want you to be a part of that. And we have a long-term goal that we're working on for next year to have an event in Red Deer, because everybody goes to the mountains. Why am I going to go to the mountains? I want to go somewhere else. I want to be able to promote the businesses there and connect them to me. Because here's an interesting fact. While we have not even had our first official meeting, there's already been, what, 7, 8 referrals passed between members? Can you imagine how many we can get when we're actually getting to know each other and work together as a team?
Is that called connecting?
I think it might be. So if you've been to our website, you've seen we have a number of categories for events that we want to have. We are going to have mixers. We're going to have seminars, which is more the learning kind of thing. And we're going to have people that are brand new coming on, and they may need to even have some lessons on what to expect in a networking event. Have you ever been to that networking event where somebody talked for 10 minutes and then they didn't ask you what you did? Right? You don't want to be that person. You want to distance yourself from that and learn how to network properly. And who better to learn from than experienced networkers? Right? That's what we want. Connectors. So we're going to be looking at doing those things, but we're going to do those consumer things. I have a lady who is a financial planner who's become a connector in Edmonton, and she's going to be doing Spanish classes. She's going to be making Chilean cooking with her mom. I have an estate lawyer in Edmonton who is going to be showing you how to bake fancy cakes and cookies and stuff like that. And guess what? You can invite your clients. And that's going to connect us even further, because we probably all have 250 or more personal connections. And we want them to be part of our larger circle. So I want to thank you. Please, we want you to mingle after. I want you to